in what I do and have passion for what I do. So these are quotes that inspire me. How many cares one loses when one decides not to be something but to be someone. And that was by Coco Chanel. My Shattered theme came to light only when I realized that this inlay that I call Shattered was a confrontation to the turmoil I endured when I left my partner of 3 years to come back to Santa Fe from Atlanta, Georgia. I had moved with him to Atlanta in September of last year. Uninspired, I left to pursue a life of artistic pursuit. I perused the idea that this has always been my calling. My work has always been my calling. Wherever and however I pursue my life. When I left my partner, I cried like a baby all the way back to Santa Fe. But I knew what I had to do, and it was just to be, I want to be someone, and I was going to do it with or without a beloved partner. To this day, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And this Shattered thing is how I came up with I felt shattered inside, so I took my emotions and I put it into my work. Another quote I like is called, "A failed innovation is painful, a revival of it is sinister." My adult life has been without compromise. Some of it painful and a lot of it successful, but as a sailor, it was all about hard work. I was on the USS John C. Stennis in the Navy sometime in September 2001, and my ship was the first carrier group to be deployed. I was out to sea for 180 days, and waking up every day to these gray walls, and for 180 days, I don't know if anybody can imagine that, but it was hell, waking up every day for 180 days. But all I knew was to work. It was just hard work, hard labor, just to... So one day, the captain of the ship, he recognized me for my hard work. I was working probably 18 hours a day, and I was an electrician in the Navy, and I was working 18 hours a day. The captain of the ship, the CEO of the ship, invited me up to the island where he sees everything. He let me drive the ship, and he asked me, "So Colin, when do you think we're gonna pull in?" And I was like, "I hope soon, because this is hell." I worked most 18 hours a day with as little as 4 hours of sleep. And I came to know life as a toil complete with gray walls and unwavering hours, looking at never-ending blue seas. When I came back to Santa Fe, I was challenged with so many things that made my experience in the Navy seem novel. Believe it or not. Actually, I felt like the Navy sheltered me. The Navy was easy compared to life. After many years of toiling in a struggling artistic world, I found myself being appreciated for my work, and I was ultimately inspired to move forward with my vision. A revival of this failed innovation has been the realization of my potential and becoming inspired with every single attempt to be recognized. It's okay, my phone's on too.
I'm sorry.
This last quote is something I saw in a movie called Aquila the Bee. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, and this goes for everybody here, and I hope this quote inspires you all. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, Who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. My mom was a single mother who raised us to be ourselves. She was open-minded, independent, and single-handedly an expert in her art. She was documented by PBS for a Land of Enchantment special. I was about 12 years old, and somewhere around there, when I saw this documentary about my mom, and they shot a piece of her climbing through her window, because that's just who she was. She was very humble. She was like Maria Martinez, very humble about her work. And they had this one shot of her. She was climbing through this little window in a trailer at her workshop, and she just came up with the most incredible things. This is her work. She does these dragonflies with this opal, and what she did with anything was so inspiring to me. It touched my heart.
I came in late. I don't know who you are.
I'm Colin Coonsis.
Okay, and your mom is?
Rolanda Halu.
Okay.
I'm going to pass around some photographs of, this is my recent work with Cody Sanderson. This is a finished piece. It was a cuff bracelet. So I'll just pass around all these pictures of my work. After my mother had a near-fatal pregnancy when I was 12 years old, my biggest challenge came when I was just 12 years old. She was 3 months away from her scheduled birth with my youngest sister. She was flown to Albuquerque, New Mexico. We had no food and no way to see her. But with fervor, I finished an unfinished piece of jewelry and sold it, buying me and my younger sister's way 200 miles to Albuquerque to see our mom through our ordeal. I have to say that it's been an amazing year, finding myself artistically and realizing my passion and my dreams. I've been told that I have a future full of vision and incomprehensible talent. And I take that and I want to nurture it. I also want to recognize Phyllis Noon of the Hermesian Guild, who's all the way from Scottsdale. And she's been a mentor and a very special person in my life. So, thank you, Phyllis.